Hello guys, if you're watching this on Friday when it releases, this ADHD digital journal will come out tomorrow, or you're watching this after you purchase and you just kind of want some tips and tricks on how to get the best use out of it, how to import some things, and even how to use the digital stickers. I'm going to put a timestamp right here if you're just wanting to get to the digital sticker aspect and you just want to know how to do that in Procreate and GoodNotes. Right now, I'm just going to give you an overview of how to import these, depending on what you're using, and a quick overview in both Procreate and GoodNotes on how to use this journal. So right here, you'll get a link to this Dropbox to this Dropbox folder, and this is where all of your files will be. You have the stickers PNG, which is the transparent background. You have a GoodNotes file, a PDF file, and a Procreate file. PDF, you won't really need that a ton. This is just for people who prefer that, or you may want to try to print it. But depending on where you're using it, these two is what you'll use most. First and foremost, you can go ahead and save this to your files. So you're going to just click Share, Export File, and then Save to Files, Save. I'm going to replace because I already have them saved. So now in the sticker section, I'll show you how to pull those back out. Okay, so say we're opening in GoodNotes. Say you use GoodNotes and you want to open it. So you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to click this, Share, Export File, and usually GoodNotes will pop up here or down here if you have it installed. For some reason, if it doesn't, you can save to files and import through GoodNotes. So I'm just going to click GoodNotes right here, import current document. So now that we're in GoodNotes, you have all your pages here, you have your journal prompts, and so forth. So I haven't used GoodNotes in a hot minute, but say we're wanting to use this page. GoodNotes is pretty simple. You just click the pin you want and you start, I'm going like, okay. And then you can just write and all of that. So it's basically just like any other documents that you're using on. I personally prefer Procreate just because there's more creative freedom, I feel like. My screen is so dirty. But yeah, that's how you import it into GoodNotes and you use it there. Now I'm going to show you really quick how to import it and some things to know while you're using it in Procreate. Okay, now with Procreate, I hope that this works for all of you, but some of my workbooks don't work with the Procreate update. So first and foremost, make sure that your iPad, your iOS is completely up to date, and then make sure that your Procreate is completely up to date. I'm going to actually add a zip folder of all these pages as well, just in case the Procreate file or the PDF doesn't work, but try both of these before you want to mess with unzipping. Sometimes you can't get around it and you just need to unzip. I will have a zip folder as well as zip instructions, but you do not have to do that unless these are not working right here. So we're going to get the Procreate file and we're going to do the same thing like we did with GoodNotes, export file, open it in Procreate, and it's going to export. But sometimes you can get an error that it says this artwork exceeds the capacity or something like that. And if that happens with both the Procreate and the PDF, you can resort to zip files, which I just use iZip to unzip. So we're going to go here, make sure we're in the right. I have so many that are imported, but this is how it will import. Usually you can turn each layer on as you use it, like so, or you can just turn them on as is, but I do want to show you how it may import. So sometimes if you have Page Assist on, which is under the canvas, if you have Page Assist on, it will do this, which is great visually because you can see each page. The bad thing about this is, not the bad thing, but you can't add new layers without it making a new page. So if you added a new layer, it would make a new page and you can't be as creative. So we're gonna want to turn that off, turn Page Assist off. So another great thing about using Procreate is you get a free Procreate brush, and this is Blush. I designed this brush that is perfect for sketching, writing, and I've been using it in this workbook. So here's a quick overview on how to use this workbook in Procreate. I also gave a little rundown on this really quick, just so you have that on hand. So say we want to start out with the brain dump. We want to go in order. You don't have to go in order. It's whatever you're feeling that day. We're going to make a new layer on top. The reason you want to make a new layer on top, because say if I'm drawing on this layer, if I'm drawing on the same layer as this one and I start doodling and doing all this stuff, if I say I really don't like that and I'm going to erase the actual canvas, and we don't want that. So we're going to go back. We're going to make sure we're on that separate layer. So now if I doodle and make some notes, just like anxious. And this is what I love about Procreate, is you can either do like writing and have it very like a bulletin board, or have it like bullet notes and very organized, or you can get creative and do actual like doodling on it. That's what I love about Procreate. But say that I don't like that. When I erase it, it's not going to erase anything on the screen now, since it's on its own separate layer. So each time, make sure that it's on its own separate layer. Another trick that may help you guys a lot, if you are really particular about making sure you're drawing on straight lines, you can go over to the wrench, go to Canvas, turn Drawing Guide on, and then edit Drawing Guide, and you can make the grid as small as you want, as big as you want. So say about like right there. You can mess with the thickness, the opacity, and even the color up here. You can mess with what color you want. So say you want it like light pink to match the page. We're on a new layer. This way, when you start to write, you have some straight lines. That's really rough. A lot on to-do list. I'm really just writing really quick, etc. But then now you can organize it as well, as much as you want, and you can have that grid. So that's just another thing. So then when you go to another page, you can just turn it on, make a new layer, and keep going. Like I said with Procreate, I love that you can, rather than GoodNotes, sorry, I'm on a different layer down here. I'm going to make a new layer up there. You just have so much more creative freedom with these pages rather than with GoodNotes. So especially like on this little brain break page where you get to doodle and have fun with just having a brain break. And you just get to trace. Instead of just tracing them, you can actually color in these, make colors, like a coloring page. You can treat it however you want, get different Procreate brushes and do different looks and so forth. And then you have a space just to go crazy. I keep not following my own instructions. So you can have your own page to kind of go crazy. But I do recommend, if you've been thinking about getting Procreate, it is just a one-time purchase of $9.99. I'm not affiliated, so I mean, I'm not saying that because I get something out of it. If you have the choice over GoodNotes and Procreate, I recommend Procreate. Unless you love GoodNotes and you want to stick to it. But if you're interested, Procreate definitely gives you more like creative freedom. So yeah, so that's just another page. But other than that, that is how you import these and how you can get the most use out of them. I have some videos on my socials showing some in-depth of the pages, but since if you're watching this, if you've already gotten it, you've already seen that. But other than that, I hope this video helped. And of course, if you have any more questions, make sure you message me on Etsy and I would be glad to help. And say I want to put some stickers in here and decorate it a little bit. We're going to go up to the layer that has the stickers on it, and we're going to want to turn that on. If you want to go ahead and turn this off, so you can also change the background color, and so you can see what they all have. Make sure you're on that layer and you're going to click the select tool. Say I want this little bubble so I can write my own thing in the sticker. You can either do freehand, but make sure you don't touch any of the stickers. Freehand, you could, or let me go back, or you can click automatic and usually it'll pick it all up. So say I clicked automatic, I'm going to take my 3 fingers and I'm going to click copy. So now that that's copied, I'm going to turn this off and go back to the page that I was on. So I'm going to make sure I'm on a new layer, and I'm going to take the 3 fingers, swipe down, and now I'm going to click paste. So now this bubble is on here and we can put it wherever we want. And also, if you want to change the color, you could drop it. Okay, so say we want to grab another sticker real quick. We're going to turn this on and make sure that we're selected on this layer. I'm going to click this again. We're going to do freehand this time. Just going to draw around it. 3 fingers down. Copy. You could do cut, but it will take it off that screen and you can't just go grab and pull it. So try to do copy each time. Turn this back off. Make sure you're on the layer where you want it to go. Paste. And then there's that sticker. And then you can move these around, rotate them, and put them wherever you want. And then if you have some that you just say, I want this on another page, and you don't want to have to go all the way back to that, what am I trying to say? Go back to where that's at. You could see, since this is on its own layer, you could even do copy right here. So you click it, click copy, say we're going to go to this, and we're going to do the paste thing again. Paste. And there it is. So that is how you utilize this on Procreate. And now I'm going to show you how you can utilize the digital sticker sheet on GoodNotes. Okay, now we're in GoodNotes and I'm on the daily check-in page. You can save the digital sticker sheet that I provided separately in your camera roll, but I do recommend that you just save it in your files. So instead of having to scroll through your camera roll if it gets buried, when you use this tool that I'm fixing to show you, you can just grab it from your files and save it as it's titled so you know what to look up. So say we're in a page on GoodNotes and we want to use a sticker from the digital sticker sheet. I'm going to click this photo icon right here. Now you can click insert from, and then it will pull up your files. So I'm going to do ADHD because I know that's what it's under, and there's the digital stickers. So we're going to import these. They're going to load. Okay, say I want this rainbow right here. If you click the rainbow, you're going to be able to click crop. And here you can either use the rectangle to crop it out, or freehand. You can just do this. Push done, and there you have it. There's the sticker. You can move it around wherever you want. And you can repeat it as needed. But GoodNotes is definitely less tricky than Procreate is with this. But I hope this video helped to see how you can utilize the digital sticker sheet in Procreate and GoodNotes while using this journal.